Pak Budi, thank you for your time. We would like to ask you several questions about the CSR programs that PT Vale Indonesia Tbk has been implementing so far. So, would you kindly explain the concept of the CSR program from your company?
Okay, thank you. Sure, Mbak Maisa, thank you. First, thank you for the interest for PT Vale CSR program. In general, PT Vale as a mining and processing company, we follow the regulation from MEMR, the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources regulation. It's regulation number 38 year 2016 that regulate how a mining company should conduct the CSR program. So we follow that regulation. Basically, the regulation regulate that the company should have 5-year master plan for CSR.
Okay.
So we and the program should follow those that master plan. So the regulation was enacted in 2016, but we started that 5-year master plans in 2013.
Okay.
And this year, 2018, we started the second 5-year program.
Okay.
So that's basically how we develop the CSR program. So the first program is we call program pengembangan kawasan desa mandiri, kawasan desa terpadu. So it's basically how we. So it will consist of program to empower the society based on their potential.
Okay.
That area potential. So, for example, Sorowako potential is on services and tourism.
Okay.
So all the program we have should be related with tourism and services.
Okay.
There shouldn't be any program related, for example, with agriculture.
Okay.
So we have developed 9 areas, and those 9 areas, specific area, will have specific program.
Okay.
And that will also align with regional government province master plan.
Okay.
So it's the program will be developed based on correlation with the government, the corporation, us, PT Vale, and the community.
The government priorities.
Yeah, based on what the master plan from the government. That's the first type of program.
Okay.
The second type, we call it strategic initiatives.
Okay.
So it's basically based on what we think is what should be developed, and it should be consistent and sustainable. So, for example, including in this program is the organic farming.
Okay.
That we started in Sorowako, I think since 2015.
Okay.
And the other is including the herbal industry.
Okay.
And the third is strategic donation. It's basically donation to the government initiative or community initiatives program, including donation for any donations.
Okay.
So in very generic way, that's how we PT Vale run our CSR program.
So, Pak Budi, what are the challenges that PT Vale has been facing in implementing the program?
Okay, thank you, Bu Datian. So the main challenges is that the fact that PT Vale is the one and biggest company in Luwu Timur area. So it's basically the only quote-unquote hope of the society and the government to provide something. and we've been operating since for more than 40 years now. So it's created some kind of dependency from, well, basically from the community. So we provided education from elementary school until senior high school, and it's include not only for our employee family but also for some of local community, and they have a lot of hopes to put their children into our schools.
So the location in Sorowako.
Yes. Also, health facilities. We run hospital for 40 years now, and when it's become the main medical services that relied by the community. So basically, the main challenge is that there's a lot of hopes and needs from the community, and PT Vale only have so much resources and ability to provide. So it's trying to find a balance between the request, the requirement, and the ability of the company. That's basically how the biggest challenge is.
Okay, Pak Budi, can you explain or maybe give us the information about how the programs impacting to the society, to your community, and also back to your company?
Okay, thank you, Pak Batara. So it's a very good but tough question, basically. Actually, PT Vale provide at least 90% of local revenue for Kabupaten, the Regency, Luwu Timur Regency. So from that part alone, it's provide massive contribution to the community, and it's not including the health facilities, education, and electricity that we provide to the local community. So for record, that PT Vale provide approximately 10.7 megawatt to the local community from PLN. And some of our programs also the CSR program already, we hope it's already sustained, and it's run by the community basically well enough. And the other thing is the organic farming. For example, we started with small group of rice farmer, and it's already now involved more than 100 farmers, rice farmers. And it's spread not only in our 4 kecamatan, but it's already start now. We initiate to 6 other area in Luwu Timur Regency. So that's I hope that can to some extent answer the question.
Yeah, I think it is very, very interesting, and looking at the number you mentioned, the impact, the results to the society, to the communities I think is quite a number, and very big. CSR and community development programs, I believe there should be an exit plan, exit from the programs to make to ensure all the programs sustainable. So how you plan to do that?
Yeah, so that's right, Pak Batara. The ultimate goal from our CSR program is to have empowered and independent community. So one day when PT Vale is no longer operating in the area, they can survive. That's the ultimate goals, and how we achieve that goal is that our program is we aim for sustainable program. So for example, that the organic farming is not, we do not stop in when the farming is initiated. No, and then what next? So the farmers say that they have problem, for example, well, it's not example, it's the actual condition. They found problem in marketing the product. So that's when PT Vale continue the program involving local government, how we help in terms of marketing. So that's how we try to make the program sustainable. So hopefully one day we are no longer there, they can continue the organic farming. So that's one example about
Okay, and the other thing is what I think it is very very interesting that you mentioned as well, that it is kind of negative impact to the company, which is creating societies or people what call it, dependency to the company you mentioned, and how you deal with that.
Well, yeah, it's the impact of, well, 40 years ago, well, forget 40 years ago, 20 years ago, when we talk about CSR, it's always about donation, giving money to the community, and that's already considered good CSR practice. And we have done so for many years, and the community already start to feel comfortable with that approach. So by the time we change the approach, we try to change the paradigm that it's no longer just giving money, but try to develop sustainable program. That's when a lot of people, react negatively.
Okay.
And that's the challenging time that how we try to change the people paradigm from. So this is the more sustainable and approach and for the longer time, for the longer period. So that's the.
And how do you see it? I mean, how do you see it successful right now? I mean, is there any change in people's mindset now?
Yeah, well, is it done yet? No. We still face some problem, but I think people start to change, people start to adapt, and our proportion on donation has been reduced significantly to probably now just 10 to 20% from our total CSR fund.
Okay.
But still, it's still going to some extent the donation is still needed. But it has to be the smallest percentage from the total CSR program.
Understood. Thank you, Pak.